The whole censorship industrial complex was created by Democrats. I mean, it's really quite disturbing and depressing when you think about it. And it was a woke reign of terror for the last 12 years where people were scared to say their mind in public, in private.
When we tried to answer, we were told to shut up, take off our tinfoil hats.
The problem is that deep state agencies within the U.S. government have for 2 decades sought to gain control over the production of news and other information around the world as part of ongoing covert and overt influence operations.
And USAID is just a tiny piece of the censorship machine Michael and I saw across that long list of agencies.
The House Judiciary Committee exposing the censorship industrial complex, that web of deep state actors engaging in censorship and information control that have run riot over free speech, our rights, our guaranteed rights as Americans.
And witnesses that were there included journalists Michael Shellenberger, Matt Taibbi, both given access to the famous Twitter files. I'm sure you'll remember that. And it's become more clear now that the Biden administration officials pressured tech companies to censor content from everything from COVID-19 vaccines, the infamous Hunter Biden laptop story, and yeah, that all turned out to be true. Joining us now, member of that committee, Texas Congressman Lance Gooden. Congressman, right to it. I don't think they're done and they've given up. I think the left is still out there. Facebook can change their plans. They can change their community approach. But I don't trust them. What do you say after this hearing?
Well, after this hearing, I heard some interesting quotes today from my Democratic colleagues. One of them called it a dumb hearing. One of them wanted to focus on the cost of eggs. And not a single one of my colleagues even acknowledged what the whole point of this hearing was, which was to shine a light on what the Biden-Harris administration did for 4 years by censoring free speech, by telling big tech, hey, mute these posts, ban these people. Donald Trump was banned from all of these platforms. And that didn't even come up once from the Democrats. They refused to acknowledge any of the illegal actions that we have uncovered that Facebook even admitted to in a letter in August of last year. Mark Zuckerberg said, hey, this was happening. We were pressured to do this. None of my colleagues today want to even talk about it. They want to talk about everything else that they don't like. They want to talk about Doge and all the money that is no longer being spent. Praise the Lord. But they didn't want to acknowledge what we've discovered on that committee, and that's that the Biden-Harris administration has been censoring Americans, and they were the ones pressuring these big tech companies.
Oh, and thank you for putting the ball on the tee there, Congressman, because let's talk about Doge. Doge is coming after Senator Elizabeth Warren's precious Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, which she considers one of her children. Just check out her bio on X to fact check that. Today, Elizabeth Warren and Congresswoman Maxine Waters got nearly 200 Democrats to sign a letter demanding that Doge employees be removed from the agency. Well, this monstrosity was created for Elizabeth Warren, which has done no good, only harm, which is essentially illegal. It is funded, Congressman, by revenue, or earnings, which don't really exist, from the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve has lost money since fall of 2022. So it has no funding. It has been taking about $1 billion a year to fund it. All that Russ Vought now has to do at OMB is nothing. It has no funding. So it can't exist in essence.
That's right. And the Democrats just hate this. They want to talk about Doge not being elected or legitimate. There's not a person in America that didn't know that Elon Musk was going to be running Doge. He was on the stage with Donald Trump through every rally. There's no one in America that should be shocked about what they're seeing right now. Unlike Joe Biden, who never once campaigned on opening the border, and then he did it as soon as he took office, Donald Trump campaigned on everything you're seeing happening right now. There was no mystery. It was out there for the American people. Elon Musk was going to join him in barreling and bulldozing through the government, and that's what's happening, and it's what the American people voted for, and Democrats know that. which is why they're floundering. They don't know what to say. They don't know how to fight it. Their far, far left flank just hates it. But the folks in the middle of the road in this country that maybe they voted for Democrats in the past, they love it. They want what's happening. They want it to continue.
Well, Congressman, I hope you keep doing this work. Shut it down. The American people deserve their constitutional right and that principle of the First Amendment. We get to speak our minds. Thank you very much.
Thank you.